All right. How you guys doing today? This is L.A. Kendrick with a logical, loquacious fitness tip. All right, women, this is information I promise you that you can use. It's strictly for you guys, okay? Um, you take it, you use it, you benefit from it. There are no downsides to this information I'm going to provide to you guys. I am ISSA certified, right? There I am. All right, Kendrick, whatever, right? You see me. So my credentials are there. Been doing this for a grip. The thing about it is, though, is that you get a bad name as a fitness trainer for shaming people. I don't understand what that even means, right? There's no way you can body shame anybody. Obesity is exactly what it is. It's a death sentence. Obesity is exactly what it is. It is a death sentence. There's no upsides to being obese. All right. Heart attack is the number one killer of females in this country across all racial barriers and lines. Right? It is what it is. Change your diet, drink better, you know what? And do a little exercise. Instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs, right? Because remember, this is what happens. When you're a young girl and you're real shaped up, real nice, nobody's telling you at some point in time, you're going to have to maintain that thing, right? You're going to have to get in the gym. You're going to have to change your eating habits if you've got bad habits, because you notice you'll start putting on all this additional weight that you didn't have before, whether it be because you're no longer walking, you got guys picking you up, they're taking you out to dinner, whatever, et cetera, whatever it could be, having kids and not getting the baby fat off of you. All of these things could be a contributing factor to it. So what you don't want to do is fall into that category. Now, I had a client of mine. She said she had it. That's okay. You got it. It's on you. Good. Knock yourself out. She blew up to 168 pounds, right? And height does matter. And she was weighing more than her man was. So that's not a good look, especially when he tried to talk to her and say, hey, you need to get it back together. She was resistant and reluctant, and now I got her down to 131 pounds, and she's trying to get down to, I believe, 125, right? So again, as my job as a fitness trainer is to provide you with this avenue and tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. It is what it is, all right? I don't remember who the fitness trainer was, the female. I can't remember who she was, but she had come out against what Lizzo was saying and promoting body positive and this and that and whatnot. There is no positive side to being obese. COVID was taking most people out with comorbidities, right? With obesity, diabetes, all these other things that are pretty much preventable. Unless you have a serious medical condition, there are no excuses, okay? But it was taking people out, and the people that it was affecting the most was the people that were obese and overweight. Plain and simple. It is what it is. It's fact. Now, my most pushback come from my clients, right? And I mean, let's just keep it real. The most difficult clients that I had were Hispanic women and Black women, as far as keeping them and maintaining them and keeping them in the class. And I remember one time when COVID had shut us down, I couldn't rent the space from the building that I rented my space from, but close to it was jazzercise. So we were training outside. And I remember one of the females made a comment, one of the sisters made a comment, she said, well, look at them. I said, yeah, look at them. Most of them are in fairly decent shape, but there are no Black women or Hispanic women over there. And if they do go over there, they don't stay long, right? They get up out of there. And most of the women over there was trying to lose a little bit of weight, and then they stay with it. So that's the way that they maintain their physical fitness, right? And my client at the time said, well, they don't work as hard as you work us. I'm like, okay, and what's your point? They're in there consistently 5 to 7 days a week. We only train 3 days a week. And you got a fitness trainer right there in your back pocket, pushing you and working you and keeping you motivated, right? Giving you all the health tips, things like that. And I have a hard time getting you to come into this place 3 days a week. And I never, one time did she ever complete an entire month. Not one time. She never completed an entire month with me. She missed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. And I'm telling you, we only did it 3 days a week. But we did work hard. Because when you're doing HIIT work, that's really the way that your body can take it, maintain it, and then push on beyond it, right? So again, one of the guys in the class was talking about it, and I was like, he was one of the guys in the class, and we were talking about it. And he agreed, he understood what I was saying. And as I was telling the female, hey, yo, you can make any excuse you want. They're in there. You don't even have any kids, and they're there every day of the week. And they got jobs and everything else that they got to take care of outside of keeping themselves physically fit. There are no downsides to being physically fit. Period. No one said you got to run a marathon. Just maintain what you're doing, okay? I stress that with my niece. Me and my niece used to go moving around, running, lifting weights, laughing, talking all the time, right? I don't know what she's doing now. It's been a while since I've seen her or talked to her. I think the last I heard, she had put on some weight and then she got it back down. And again, it's not shaming you. You're taking care of your health, right? I've even had them say, well, why can't I attract the kind of man that I want to attract? And I say, give me 3 months and you're going to answer that question for yourself. Because again, you take yourself out of the running for most of the guys that you want to attract if you're overweight. It is what it is. You're not going to shame men into saying, well, I want that out of shape chick over there versus this chick that's taking care of herself and looking good, because that, her being in shape is a symbol of fertility. Her being in shape is a form of her being around for a very long time, looking good. When you take those executive meetings and boards and you go before the board and things like that, and you're having these functions where you have, you have to have that, someone that represents you, right? If you don't want to do that, then that's fine, but you can't get mad when someone points it out or tell you that obesity is a very bad and dangerous thing because it leads to other things. If you have a medical condition, that's one thing. But then what I hate is when I see these women with their kids and their kids are overweight and obese. Like you're just creating a generational curse, right? Like if you got a guy, that's why I say keep those men that are positive, that are strong, that are physically fit, mentally tough, keep them in the kids' lives because they benefit from that. Period. There's no downside to that either. Stop surrounding them with foolish foods, video games all the time. It comes from you. You're the teacher. So it comes from you. And if you're not flexible and willing, in 3 months' time training with me, you're going to answer your own question why men are not gravitating towards you. Because it's probably your attitude, then your weight. Then it just goes downhill from there. These are just facts. Talk to too many men about it. And no shame, amount of shaming is going to make these guys see you any differently, right? Again, you do have some men that like bigger women. Oh, okay. They call them chubby chasers, whatever name they have for them. That's fine. But for the most part, you want to be healthy with who you're with. And you want a lady to have a sense of pride in herself. Again, you don't have to say this to a lady. You want her to have a sense of pride to where you got somebody on your team that's going to work with you. You guys are going to go into the future happy, physically fit, mentally disciplined, and stable. Set a standard, women. Don't go past it. And don't let that friend of yours that's obese tell you, girl, you look good in them jeans. No, you look messed up. I like to call those stretch pants the liar pants. Because once you take those bad boys off, guess what? You done been lied to. All the uplifting and the booty shaping and the contouring, all this and all that, there is no substitute for putting a little bit of time in, 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. That's all it takes. And changing your diet just a little bit. Stop posting all the bad foods that you're eating and places that you're hanging out. Why not post healthy foods every now and then? Why not post that you took a walk? You and your girlfriends took a walk instead of all of these, I drank and I did. Change it. Because you are an example for somebody behind you. Unless you don't want to be the example. Take it from me. It's very, very tough out there trying to get this stuff together. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. The easy part is getting it off. The hard part is keeping it off. because that requires a level of discipline. All right. You know, I had a cousin, and I think I mentioned it before. She was big all her life, and there was no encouragement for her to lose the weight. I think she ballooned up to, I'm between 400 and 500 pounds. And when they, and I think I've mentioned this before, when they did, when she passed, I think they had to, if I'm not mistaken, I think they had to cut the wall frame out, the door frame out, and like bring a crane in, or not a crane, but like a forklift or something like that to get her body out of the spot. I think that's what happened. So what I'm saying to you guys, it gets serious. And that's what I mean when I say you can't let people tell you, that friend of yours that wants to keep you in the same boat that she's in, overweight, bad health, not attracting the kind of men that you want, because you're not going to attract the kind of men that you want. Most men don't want obese women, especially if you have bad health, because guess what that does? If you happen to have a kid with that guy, your genetics may have diabetes and markers and all this other stuff in it that like are a precursor, and it could go right into the kid. All right. So most, smart men aren't wanting that. Yeah, other things could be factors as far as how what you can transfer down to your children. But bad health is one thing you can definitely transfer down into those people, the children. My family, like I say, it was tough. It's always tough because, you don't want to listen. And I'm like, when will you listen? What will you listen to? Listen to men that are telling you, what men want. And again, there are no downsides to being physically fit and healthy. There's only upside. And if that's the case, why not take the challenge and do better? Just do better. It's not that hard. If you're not going to change for you, change for the kids or somebody that you love or that you care about. Don't be selfish. Have a standard, keep that standard, and don't back off of it. This is coming from a trainer, a fitness trainer. I just showed you guys I'm ISSA certified, been certified, right? Yeah. Hopefully this got to somebody and made them understand. Women, get in there and take care of yourself. Maintain your sexy. Get your sexy back. If you've lost it, get it back. What's the problem? The only thing celebrities, when they're physically fit, they have, they got the money, right? But I've seen some of them that it's not even using the money. They're just getting in there and they're fixing the problem from the inside out, actually putting the work in. And in closing, I remember walking by and I heard a bunch of females saying something that just kind of blew me out of the water. And I've seen it on numerous occasions. And because a chick may walk by with that nice body, those nice toned legs, that nice flat stomach, just nice looking, right? And I've seen a lot of women go, oh, that bitch, she makes me sick. I can't stand her. And I'll look them dead in the eye and go, you know what's funny? You used to be that bitch. And this has been L.A. Kendrick giving you the fitness tip of the day. And until next time, keep those positive male role models in those kids' lives, and step up to the plate. Keep yourself physically fit. Come on, women. Come on. Body shaming is not an option, and you're not going to stop nature from doing what it's supposed to do when you're in poor physical health. Look at the statistics. Look at the benefits. And until next time, you guys be safe.